welcome to Love Healing Service channel. My name is Carol. How are you? Today I want to share with you about how to choose your boss. How to choose your boss. We know we everyone when we become an adult and we have a boss, right? But I have to say we have a boss that's not the law. When we not adult, actually for this life, we have a boss. We only have one boss. So the Jesus tell us that Matthew chapter 6 and then verse 24, and then no one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will default to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. So we know actually we know the earth. We have two masters. One is God, real God. Another is money. So a lot of people will ask, no, we have a lot of boss. We have a lot of business. We have a lot of different kind of like the soldier. The boss is probably our country or whatever, the country or whatever. No, actually, everyone only have two boss. I mean, only have one boss. But we have two master can choose for this life. For this life, we just prepare for the next life. So when we have a life in the earth, that's just a very short time. But we have an internal life. Internal life, that means when we finish, when we die, and we will go to a heaven. That's a win for the internal life. And then we will go to hell. That's for that internal death. So the hell have a fire, just a burn. That's very hot. We know. That's what Jesus mean. Because we are not a slave, so we have a right to choose our master for this life. Because this life is prepared for our next internal. So that's the most important things. Jesus taught us very important thing. The heaven is a limit, but hell is no limit. So the fire lake is no limit, never limit. So why this life is very important? A lot of people will confuse. They will think if we choose God, and then we should go to a church. We go do the like the preacher or like the church pastor, or we go to become a mission. No. I believe a lot of people make the mistake. Actually, in our life, we have two masters. That means we have to make a choice for our internal life. So when we choose follow God, not mean you have to go to the church, do some you devote your life to church. No. Follow the God not mean we have to do the church job, because a lot of church, they are worship money also. So I'm not force you to like doing tithe, and I'm not to as you go to a church every Sunday. I'm not as you go to be the missioner. No, I'm not, because that's a calling. That's a calling is different. We have a job. Everyone have a job. Not the you know, God will not calling everyone to do the church, because you know, like the Israel, just God just calling Levites. Levites. So Levites is a serve God. So some God will calling some people, a little people, to serve Him, but not everyone. But everyone can follow, have to follow God, and then they can go to the heaven. That's the most important, because that's a different concept. You follow God, not you have to go to the church, do your ministry. No, you follow God, you still can do your whatever you do. But that's the most important thing. You choose to follow God. That means you not only have money. You know, a lot of people serve money. That's the most terrible things. They just care about the money. They don't care the life. They don't care everything. They just, you know, in their hearts full is the money. And then for money, they can do a lot of unrighteous things. That's the most important things. So, the Jesus told this was to us. This scripture to us, because the Jesus wants to give our very, very important direction. We can do every job, but we have to choose right, follow. If we follow God, and then we will do that righteousness things. If we follow the money, and then we just we just make the money, and then everything we don't care. We have no more. We don't have any. We don't care friendship. We don't care the relationship. We don't care the morals. We just care about the money, and then we can do everything. That's ridiculous. So that's why Jesus told us. So don't confuse. Let's not mean if we follow God, we have to default ourselves to church. No, never. Why I will share this topic? Because my mom have a friend just passed away. She is the same age with my mom, and then she is healthy and rich, but just a heart attack and then gone. A lot of we don't know what will happen tomorrow. So the most important things we do, whatever we do for this life, when we can have a breath, and then when we can move, whatever we do for this life, that's for our internal life. So I just want to let you know, that Paul, he was the army commander. So he not a calling, but when he calling by that Jesus, and then he become a great missionary. He built a lot of a church. So that's the calling and then no calling, that's different. But the most important things for we choose. We are not a slave, so we can choose our master. If you are slave and you cannot, you have no choice. You have to, like Israel, they was in Egypt, and then they are slave, so they only can follow pharaohs. So if we, for this generation, we not a slave, we can choose. Jesus already told us the world, the earth only have two masters. So we can choose follow God or follow money. If we follow God, and the most important thing is we cannot do that's unrighteous things. That's very, very important. So if you follow money and then you will do everything just for the money, you just want to make the more money. Yeah, I know that this generation, a lot of people choose to follow the money. They just want to make money, and then they just want to more and more money, and then they don't care about anything. Like I showed my mom's friend. She rich, and then she young. You know, if you we chose, I have to say, when we chose the boss, that's very, very important. We have to choose what kind of a boss. Let me tell you, very important. We have to choose the righteous boss. We have to choose a faithful boss. We have to choose a lovely boss. Because you know why we have to choose a righteous boss. If you work hard, and then your boss tell you, oh, I give you the $100 a day, $100 a day. But when you finish everything, and then your boss just give you $10, you want to this kind of a boss. Because you know, if you choose unrighteous boss, and then your boss, and then unfaithful boss, and then your boss can change. Your boss can change the pay, and then all the time, and then even though a lot of boss they don't pay, right? That's true. A lot of boss they always say, "Oh, you this do not good, you do that good, not good," so they did that, or they just give you less money. They say. So when we choose both, that's very important. We have to choose righteousness and faithful. That's very important. I know a lot of people they chose that's a bigger business, huge business, but the business is still have you know that the boss is no good. They still cheat that employee, right? So the most important things we have to choose the faithful, and then we have to choose the righteous boss, and then lovely boss. If you choose the boss is a very evil boss, and then that evil boss will be use you. The evil boss will be going to kill you. They don't give you a raise. They don't want to you have a raise. They don't want to your life is easy. They just want to use you, and then they just want to give a heavy, very heavy abundance. So that's very, very important. So we chose both. Very important. And then when we know this life, we can do any different industrial. That's a that matter. But in our life, in our heart, we have to know we only have one boss, God. Because when we follow God, and then we won't do the righteous things. At least we know the God is faithful. The God is righteousness. The God is love. So the God will not like the money. Everyone know the money. you work hard, but your money is gone very soon. your money never be the good friend with you. Only God will be good friend with you. So I know we have a lot of different kind of boss in this, but we only have ultimate boss, God. So that's very important. When we know the God is only our boss. So your boss in the earth, they requires you do the unrighteous things. You will reject. This is very important because we know whatever we have how much money in this earth, in this life, we cannot bring any dollar. We cannot bring any sense to next life. That's impossible. So that's the most important things. Another most important things for this life. Think about money can give you health or not. Money can give you peace or not. Money can give you happiness or not. But money can give you joyful life or not. Money can give you only you can see. Don't think money is so great. No, money not great. And then money be great because you be the money to your boss. You be the money to your master. That's a terrible things. So that's the most important things the money can do you. So when you have money, you cannot buy health. Don't think that you have money and then you can go to a hospital, make the treatment, right? Yeah, but a lot of people that have a cancer, they spend a lot of money and then finally they died, right? That's true. That's very true. And then like my mom's friend, she has money. She has a lot of money. She is rich, and then but she has a heart attack and then say goodbye next day. So you never know. Our health is who is really control our health? God. We have to know God. And then we have to know for this life, they want to destroy God. They want to destroy the Creator. So they make a lot of lies in our life. They don't then ask the believer Creator. Another most important things, you think the money can give you peace. No, money never give you peace. If you do the evil things, and then you have a lot of evil, that's true, a lot of evil, a lot of devils just around you. Oh, yeah, my Facebook account was banned. And then I make the curse before. I say, whatever Facebook ban my account, and then there's a stars will be dropped. So they ban my account Saturday. So we can wait and see. I told that I write something in my social media because the last curse is a matter before. I just want to let you know God is a faithful God. And then whatever God said will be achieved. I share with my social media, and then I say, if God cannot let Facebook drop the price, let's suck, let's shake, let's stock cannot drop. That's not God. That mean that's God not real. But if God make the Facebook, because I say there's a Facebook whatever they ban, because that's a curse. It's a make a long time ago. So whatever they ban, and then the stock will be down. That's a we just see the Monday, because I believe God is only God, and then God is a faithful God. God is a righteousness God. God is a loving God. So we have to know the only master we can serve is God. So whatever you have a calling or you don't have a calling, but in your heart, we have to know in your heart, in our heart, we have to follow the true God. He is Almighty God. If he cannot, if he cannot keep his words, and then that means he not really God. But if he keep his word, he's God. He's a really God. And then that means we have a heaven hope. We have an eternal life hope. So we just have only choice. Follow the true God. We want to go to heaven. But heaven has a limit. Only hell is no limit. So you have to do something and then you can go to heaven. Not that you just follow the money and then you want to go to heaven. No way. Because the money never control the heaven. Heaven is belong God. And then we have to say goodbye. Worship money and worship God, that's a different. Money is a tool. Money is a tool for this life, but we cannot worship money. We can use the money, but we cannot worship money. Money never can be our master. That's the most important, because money only can bring us to hell. Money never bring us to heaven. And we have to, if Monday the Facebook is done, that God is real. So we have to believe God, because every word God write down, every word God leave to us, that will be achieved. That will be faithful. So we have to believe. We have the heaven hope. So we only way we just follow God. We just serve God. We serve God. That means we don't connect with the evil. We have to say no. We have to resist devil, and then we can overcome. We can win, because we rely on God. And then, so I hope we can make a decision. Now we have to serve God. We have to serve God. And then we have to go to the heaven. We have a wonderful, beautiful future. Don't worry. And then God bless you.